Log 30.08.21.2. Welcome back to another Let's Play of Metroid Prime. I am CoatShirtTie, and in the last episode, we finished up what we could do in the Chozo ruins, going into the Sun Chamber, defeating Phendrana, and then making a giant, well, we can go around that way, and zoom outwards. We made a giant loop around this area to get all the items we can. We headed down into Magmor Caverns. That's not Magmor Caverns. And in this episode, we're going to be going down the Burning Trail, entering into Magmor Caverns. I was about to scan you. Now I can scan you. Grisby. Missiles. Just as effective. Now, without the various suit that we currently have, a reading on the top would say intense heat readings beyond this door. And when we entered here, something along the lines of life support systems failings, which display. Let's jump, make sure we avoid that. Let's scan you, get damage in the process. Ugh. Burrower. We'll just kill you with a charge shot. Give me energy. But here we are in the meat of things. Welcome to Magmar Caverns. And the first of two enemies we encounter is the Magmor itself. Magmor, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava, and apparently we can freeze it in place so we don't have to get burned while scanning it. Magmors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint the targets with startling accuracy. Way to get rid of them? Just start spamming missiles. Just get rid of their guns. Oh, and here's a new enemy. Let's scan this one. This is a puffer. No need to worry about any of the descriptions. They just explode an attack, and they leave these really bad gases. Now, in my previous part, I mentioned something along the lines of breaking the game a little bit. Well, take two missiles, break that open, and we have here a Chozo artifact. One of 12 artifacts that we need in order to progress through the game. Originally, let's get rid of these puffers and that Magmor. The only way we can get through it without having to worry about getting hit by the lava is to have the space jump boots, which is obtained much, much later in the game. But if you know where to jump, right around here, if you note the spot, you can get to this artifact. And this marks the artifact of nature, the 8th of 12. A little tidbit that I'd like to get if you wanted to go for 100% without having to go through the area. But I digress. Let us continue. Jump back on here, morph ball. Bomb, I believe, 2 of these rocks. Get ourselves to the next area. Mind the puffers in that place. Come on, clear it out. Make sure you're out of the way. And we'll continue onwards into the Triclops bit. Now these guys, we probably need to scan these guys. Let's scan them. These are Triclops. Way to kill them, just put a bomb in them. Make sure to stay away from them because they can grab on you and spit you out and take damage. Alright. Okay. There's a bomb for you. And for you, another bomb. There we go. That should be all of them we have to worry about. Now, I did do that same trick getting that Chozo artifact. Turns out, there is another spot where you can use in order to get that. I think it's right here. Yes. Unfortunately, we have no means of obtaining it. We really need the space jump boots. But it is a very handy hint to have in order to remember. On the right side, there is another place we can get in order to get a missile expansion. So we just roll down here, into this pit. Mind the Triclops. Oh crap, we got caught. Yeah, this is what happens when you get caught. You get spit out, take 4 damage, we go all the way back here. Let's be a little bit more careful next time. Oh! Almost. Almost. Back in through here. I think there's another Triclops in this place. Just get him to eat that bomb. That's dead. It'll stay dead. And in this little area right here, we open up the door and it leads to a storage room of sorts. That leads to another missile expansion. And I think that puts us up to 45. Yeah, 45. And we'll just backtrack and continue onwards into the deeper part of the Magmor Caverns. Into what I would call the Atrium, where it leads to a majority of the areas that we need to get to. So we'll backtrack through here. We don't have to worry about the puffers and that Triclops. We do have to worry about the heat that's being emitted off these vents. Clouds the vision oh so slightly. And we'll make our way up here. And if we need any more power-ups, just need more missiles. Perfect. Oh, and something to note, once we have destroyed this, this thing still stays. It still stays destroyed. Rid of the peppers along the way. Honestly, it's been rather boring. Wait. Yeah, I'll find out about that later. Clear this area out of any more puppers right now. Honestly, there isn't really too much to talk about. All I know is that this is the Magmar Caverns. It's just it's more of a hub point getting to the other worlds compared to Talon Overworld. Oh, and here we are in the Atrium. The monitor station. And why on earth am I using 3 missiles instead of 2 missiles to take out these things? Yeah, they've effectively upgraded those defense turrets. Now they only take 2 hits instead of 1. I digress. Let's continue onwards and upwards. And I think we have to worry about a security turret just upstairs. We'll find out as soon as we get to a higher ground. Right about there. That's dealt with. More of these puppers, and me missing the jump. Thank goodness we don't get hits. I think we may have to mind getting damage, but it only hurts so much. Let's see, is there any lore right here? I think there is. No. This is probably just all informational right now. Nothing to worry about. Here's an interesting part we need to worry about. Remember that bomb jumping skill that we learned? It's best we learn it here, or else if we fail, we'll end up into the lava. And lean left. Do it again. And one more time for the count. Oh, no, no, no. Wait for them to respawn. And that marks our 4th energy tank. Here we go. And back onto the usual path. Leads us to a door. And into a new area. This is the Phendrana Drifts North elevator. Yeah, going up the elevator isn't exactly aesthetic as pleasing. I always like going down elevators. It carries that certain scene. But we are now in Phendrana Drifts. We can destroy these things with charge shots. We can also do it with missiles. And I wish I had scanned that to show that. From the depths of the Magmor Caverns, we enter into the frigid wastelands of Phendrana Drifts. This was slightly underwhelming. I was half expecting this to take about 15 minutes of recording time, but I digress. Let's wait for the safe station to be located. After playing this game for so many times, here's a scan item. It kind of feels underwhelming. But the Magmar Caverns is just there to test your skills and make sure you avoid the lava. Or we can clear that cordite wall over there and unlock the door just above. Not to worry, we've already scanned the locked door. Oh, and we need to scan these crystallite creatures. Similar to the Grisbees located in Magmor Caverns, these guys can be damaged with missiles. So this is a rather quick part here, but I'm going to call it right now. Let's go ahead and save, shower, and recap what we've done so far. We went through the Magmor Caverns, grabbed a number of power-ups. It was rather, it felt rather boring, honestly. But we managed to get through it, get to Phendrana Drifts, and we found the save area. Next time on this playthrough, I'm going to be exploring more of the Phendrana Drifts, upgrading our Morph Ball, and hoofing it back to Talon Overworld to possibly get some more items. And a new item as well to help explore this area a bit better. We'll see you guys then.